Why was every single wedding on Gossip Girl toxic AF? We have the nitty-gritty details on every wedding from the show because, well, every single one of them had some type of toxic issue or blowout. Stick around for the details. Rufus and Lily's wedding was interrupted by their birth son, Scott. Rufus and Lily didn't get to focus on their love for each other on their wedding day, and that's because Lily made the terrible decision to give up their baby for adoption without Rufus's permission when she was about 19 years old. Their love child, Scott, showed up on their wedding day and flipped their world upside down. Louis and Blair's wedding was sabotaged when her feelings for Chuck were exposed. Louis and Blair were never meant to be, that's true. But the way their wedding day was sabotaged was still so brutal. Georgina Sparks sent in the Gossip Girl blast that revealed a heated moment between Blair and Chuck as they were professing their love for each other right before Blair walked down the aisle to Louis. Talk about drama. Vanya and Dorota's wedding day was marred by Chuck and Blair's heartache. Vanya and Dorota's wedding should have been all about them, but instead, it was all about Chuck and Blair. Chuck and Blair were definitely going through it, and they were struggling to be there for Vanya and Dorota like good wedding guests should have been. Chuck and Blair's relationship crumbled that night. Bart and Lily's wedding day started with Lily in bed with Rufus. Why did Bart and Lily get married after she woke up on her wedding day in bed with another man? She literally had sex with Rufus the night before. She was clearly still in love with Rufus, but she decided to press forward with her wedding plans anyway. To make matters worse, Serena and Dan broke up at Bart and Lily's wedding as well. Cyrus and Eleanor's wedding was in the background of Chuck's emotional breakdown. Who could focus on Cyrus and Eleanor's wedding with all the heartbreaking emotional trauma Chuck was going through right upstairs? Cyrus and Eleanor's wedding was definitely less of a factor for Blair because she needed to prioritize bringing Chuck comfort and solace in the midst of his depression. Chuck and Blair's wedding was rushed before police questioned them about Bart's death. The chaos of Chuck and Blair's wedding was absolutely insane. Everyone knew Blair couldn't be questioned about Chuck's involvement in Bart's death if she was Chuck's wife. Therefore, they made sure that the wedding happened before cops could ask her a single thing. The wedding was rushed as hell, which took away from some of the charm and magic that Chuck and Blair truly deserved to have as a culmination of their epic love story. Don't get us wrong, their wedding was still lovely. It was just chaotic AF. Dan and Serena tied the knot even though he stalked her for years. The most toxic wedding of all on Gossip Girl definitely took place between these two. That's because Serena willingly chose to marry the man who spent years harassing her and the rest of her friend group by moonlighting as Gossip Girl on the internet. Dan spent years posting all of Serena's dirtiest and darkest secrets for the world to see, and Serena still married him anyway. Dan's narcissistic and pretentious attitude paired with Serena's complete and total lack of self-love was mind-boggling. What do you think of the fact that every single wedding on Gossip Girl came with an intense level of toxic drama? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below.